Everybody has that one car friend who takes a platform, makes it really fast, and it breaks over and over again. That friend of mine is Grayson. Grayson might be the most patient FRS owner I've ever seen, going through engines and trying to build the perfect Scion FRS. The F820 boxer engine might be the most divisive engine Subaru has ever developed. And a lot of people said you should never boost them. Well, Grayson took his, did an out front motor build, and made 560 wheel horsepower in a light FRS. So what's it like driving a fully built turbocharged FRS? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, before we get started with today's video, I just want to give a huge thanks to today's sponsor, DraftKings. For UFC fans, we've got a good one going down in Beantown this weekend. Sterling will be stepping into the octagon to defend his belt for the third time, but Suga Sean O'Malley will be looking to put it into his run. I partnered up with DraftKings, and right now, new customers can take advantage of a great offer. New customers who sign up using my promo code ThatDude right now and bet just $5 on any of this weekend's matches will receive $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's right, new customers will receive $150 in bonus bets when they just bet $5 on any of this weekend's fights. And you can use the $150 in bonus bets on DraftKings same fight parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together for the same fight, including number of rounds and method of victory. And DraftKings is the only place you can bet on same fight parlays. And if sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. And DraftKings is offering huge UFC contests this weekend with massive prizes up for grabs. So go ahead and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use promo code ThatDude and bet just $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code ThatDude only at DraftKings. Grayson Merica.
Hello.
That's your real last name.
It is.
You also have a TikTok. You should go follow.
Thank you.
It's really good. Here at OffthelinePerformance. I reviewed the crazy 22B-ish, kind of the RSTI Subaru.
Yep.
And ever since then, you'll be like, bro,
One day.
Well, you gotta drive my FRS, bro.
One day when it works.
And it's not a GT86,
Nope.
it's an FRS.
It's an FRS.
So when Scion was still around.
Yeah, yep.
People took this car and I think they did one of two things. One, they only did aesthetic things.
Yep.
And just left the motor alone.
Yep.
Which proved to keep the motor alive.
Yep.
And then they not touch any of the aesthetics and then either swap the motor.
Yep.
Or turbo it.
Yep,
and then say
drift
goodbye.
it, or just. Yeah, well, they started out on a bad foot because this was Toyota and Subaru's first attempt at rockers.
Oh, is that
so
really what it was?
So they did this valve spring recall, and the valve springs got the infamous silicone in the pickup. Then the motors would blow up. So
sick.
They got known to blow up very easily.
It sounds like you know about this really specifically, Grayson.
I do. Thankfully, mine dodged the valve spring recall.
Well, let's do the entire review in reverse.
Okay. It's got a comp twin, so.
I feel that.
Mini twin.
Well, the one thing about the FRS I've always defended was it feels good. Like, the way you sit, the seats feel good, your visibility is really good.
Yep.
Thanks to you, I have probably 20 hours of drift time.
Yeah.
That really made me open the eye even more to the car, going, oh, I get it now.
Yep.
You know, because when this car came out, it was the same year the Coyote Mustang came out.
Yes.
And they were about the same price. And I was like, I test drove one of these, and I was like, wait a minute. You know, it didn't resonate. At the time when you thought slow car, that was fun, you thought Miata. So it's like, why wouldn't I just go get one of those? Or something when the ND comes out. You, I think, have managed to do something really special. So what is the entire motor setup, or I guess easily explained?
That's an Outfront Motorsports built F820, so the factory engine, not a stock engine, but it's the factory platform.
Got it.
It It has a full Radium fuel system. Everything that Radium makes for this car, I have it. Everything. It has a P&L Motorsports turbo kit that I modified and fit a 6466 on, and a stock transmission.
What?
So don't floor it in fourth.
Okay, because of the load.
It'll blow up fourth.
Okay.
I've done it twice now.
Oh, and so that is why your car's been down a couple times.
Yeah, well, I blew it up the first time on the dyno, and then I blew it up a second time on the dyno.
Okay.
And now it lived.
Okay, and now we're here.
Yep, so it has a M-Tron plug-and-play standalone.
Oh, it's on full standalone.
Yep,
okay.
It's on a standalone. All the it's got all the pressure sensors you could want. It's got all the safeties and stuff, so if something goes out of whack, it'll shut the car off. I've done some tall guy mods to the interior.
I was about to ask, how do you fit?
So, if you notice, there's a hub extender on the wheel.
Is that
so
what
if
it
you
is?
look, so if you have to reach for the steering controls,
oh, I see.
Like it's a little further in.
Yeah, because me and Grayson are the same size.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
can
totally.
Yeah, when I got in this thing, I was swagging. Like I was all the way back. It's been so cool seeing you do this slowly but surely, kind of R&D on your own.
It's been a process, and you know, of course, I couldn't have done it at all without Justin and Cole and Off the Line. They have supported the car since day one. To finish out the build, like I said, comp twin disc. It has the stock axles, which somehow have not broken, but I haven't launched it a whole lot.
So I have to ask, if somebody wants to build an FRS and you can't tell them no, like they want to do
this caliber?
Yeah. What is your best piece of advice?
Start small, but build the foundations to get to your angle. So a lot of like the Greddy or Speed by Design turbo kits for these cars, they have a knockoff turbo that you can't upgrade. So you buy the turbo kit and you're stuck with that turbo.
Oh no, that's bad.
So buy a kit like P&L, like full blown, like JDL that use name brand turbos and like good turbos, so that you can upgrade it later on. Because that's exactly what I did. Yep. Yeah. And then when I wanted a bigger turbo, I took one off, put the other one on, modified the charge piping, and I was good to go. Started building this car with the dream that I was going to drag race it on a pretty serious level.
Yeah.
And then the more I got to know Subarus, the less I wanted to do that.
I understand that.
I kind of just made it a fun car. So,
dude, not enough people do that. Like, you know my GZ car, when I was building that the first time, now I'm on my fourth time, but my first time, people kept asking, so what's it for? I go, what do you mean? They go, what's it for?
No,
I go,
just have fun.
I just wanted a fun street car. And they're like, what do you mean? They're like, I just wanted to drive something fun on the street.
Yep. So I have the radials and the Brembos. Gotta have the Brembos on because
100%.
It looks so serious, and then you look at the stock calipers and you're like, ew, you know. So I put the Brembos on it, so it has good brakes. It has drag radials on the rear because, as you'll find out, it really likes to spin.
Well, I mean, it's so light, and there's no weight in the back either.
Yep.
So you're dealing with all of that.
So, and then it's got RE71Rs on the front wheels. I have another set of rear wheels that match the fronts, and I think on a road course, it would probably do pretty okay.
It'd probably get down pretty good.
It'd be all right. The exhaust is a Greddy RS Revolution. And a JDL front and over pipe.
The FA is like the most divisive engine I feel like ever.
Yep. And you know, like, they have such a bad reputation, but you've seen it firsthand from our 8.6. If you just do it right, you can beat the tar out of them. So
to give you guys perspective, their salvage title GT86 for almost 3 years in a row.
Yep.
8 hours of drifting.
Yep.
Like red line, first gear, red line.
Yep.
Like over and over. All I had to do was do a hot, nice lap after a while, put gas in it, and that was it. That's awesome.
It's fun.
Well, it does all the things you want out of a quote-unquote tuner car.
Yep.
You know, it makes the turbo noise, the power comes in. Honestly, I was really surprised how well it hooked up. I was like, wait a minute. I was preparing myself for this.
Yep.
I was like, all right, get ready to put some inputs in, David. Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, we put this 6466 on knowing that it'd be a lot laggier because originally it had a 5858 on it.
Oh, that thing would freaking rip.
Yeah, the problem is it kept blowing up the engine because it made so much torque.
Was it bending the rods or something along those lines?
Well,
or burning it up?
It made so much torque that it lifted the heads down low, and blowtorched the block. We blew it up the first time, and I sent the motor back to Jeremy at Outfront, and he was like, how did this happen?
Well, it's kind of like with some of the K-Series stuff, it's like you'd think if you have a stock K-Series, like a K24 specifically, if you put too good of a turbo on it, you'll blow it up, right? And that's why I always like, why are you guys putting like bigger turbos on these? Like, so it lives. I was like, oh, that was a learning process for me.
Bob told me this, the Evo 10s are the same way. If you turn them up on the stock turbo, they'll blow up because they make too much torque. Like 28 pounds of boost on a stock turbo. So we were having some issues with the previous tune, and we just got it off the dyno 2 days ago. It made 560, which is a really low number for the 6466, but we wanted it to live, and I have my other project to make fast, so I just want this thing to be fun.
What are you doing as your other project?
A GTE swapped IS300.
That's right. Yep. I was there with the birth of the IS.
Yep.
Dude, it just like straight as an arrow.
Yep.
You know what's a really good feeling? Zero fear.
Yep.
Zero. Just like, yeah, we're just having some fun, driving around town, having some fun.
Yeah, and it's got a pretty well set up suspension. It's got ST coilovers and RSR lower control arms.
I'll do a second this time.
There you go.
Nice and easy on
Third
the car.
gear's the fun one.
Okay. Yep, I see it now. I didn't really get there yet.
Yeah, but third gear's the fun one.
All right, note to self. Third gear, third gear, third gear. But then we can't go to fourth.
Don't go to fourth.
Yeah. Please don't.
Yeah.
There we go. Dude, it's so interesting, like how, I don't know what the word is, it's efficient.
Yep.
Yeah, it did give you a little bit of a crab walk, but not enough to be like, this isn't built well. You know, you have, when you take like a stock chassis and just throw power at it and just bad things happen, you're like, I wonder why that happened. This, you just never cut a single corner, and that's what I really like about it.
It was a little scary when we first got the turbo build done. I was like, I haven't touched these brakes at all. It'll be okay.
Like Civic guys, right? They'll be like, you know what? 500 wheel, stock drum brakes.
And then I told Justin, I was like, hey, so we should probably put brakes on my car. And he goes, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I know how much time you've put into this car. And it has to be so rewarding to be able to just turn it on and go.
Oh yeah,
it has to be.
It is. Yep, it's fun to just be able to hop in it and cruise it around, and you know, I can fill it up at the pump. I don't need to put race gas in it.
So nice.
I can just go out and cruise it and enjoy it. Finally did it, David.
We finally got the FRS. We finally done did it. Okay, yeah, buddy.
Little too sticky for the handbrake.
Yeah, it is. Grayson also had to deal with me for a month building that Dodge Magnum.
That was not your fault. That was other parties that will not be mentioned.
Oh no. Anyway, I typically upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and I will see